Hello, wizards. How are you doing today? Today, I'm going to share with you how you can balance the guidance of your intuition along with your intellect, the logical mind, the rational mind, or what I also call the linear mind in your spiritual awakening journey. So, if you are on your spiritual awakening journey and if you are opening up to your intuition more almost every day, and you want to trust your intuition more, you probably have experienced the struggle of and the conflict of you know of the intellect and the intuition. Like, sometimes you feel that your intellect wants to do things a certain way, but your intuition is asking you to open up to something different, and it creates a conflict. So I'm going to share with you why that conflict happens and how to navigate through it so that you can up level and connect with your divine guidance system, because your intuition is the voice of your higher self. It is your inner guidance system, your divine guidance system, and you can up level to the higher stage of consciousness only when you are opened up to your own higher self. So I'm going to share all about that, how to end the conflict between the intellect and the intuition, right? So the simplest way to see what is going on is to see that, you know, the older version of us, or what I call, the older paradigm, the third density version, because we are ascending to the fourth density, fifth density stages of consciousness now. So the old paradigm, the old operating system is going away. And the old operating system was majorly about the linear mind, of the third density intellect, the rational mind, you see, which was predominantly taking care of us, predominantly making decisions for us, analyzing things for us so that we can live the life, the right way, right? But now that we are ascending, we are opening up to the intelligence, the much higher intelligence, the higher dimensional intelligence of our higher self, and all the other higher possibilities, is opening up to us. Our higher guidance is communicating with us. Our higher self is communicating through us, through our intuition. So we are opening up to the intuition. But as we try to move towards, going the intuitive way, we experience this conflict, because every time we try to follow the intuition, sometimes the intellect comes and it objects. It's like, why do this? Because when the intuition guides you, it does not always give you the complete picture, like why do this, or why should we do this, for what reason. It just tells you to go there. It's because it's coming from a higher place. Okay, things that we don't entirely understand because we have not integrated. It's like your higher self is seeing things from the bird's eye view. It's like the ego seeing everything from the higher. It knows about the past, the future, the densities, the dimension, what you want, what your soul wants. So it wants you to go a certain way because it will help you align with your highest timeline. It helps you align with your highest timeline, your life purpose timeline, so that everything can happen fantastically, But your intellect, which is seeing on the ground level of things, which is like, the 3D linear mind, it can see straight line, from the causal angle, cause and effect, cause and effect. So it keeps asking, like, it doesn't make sense. It's, you're asking me to go there, but what is the reason? What is the logic behind it? And it freaks out. Okay. And that creates the conflict. And you think like, where do I go? Should I listen to the intellect or should I go to the intuition? If I listen to the intellect, then I am much more grounded, I'm much more solid, but I do not experience harmony, and I probably won't up level and won't be able to receive the magic and, all the abundance, because I have followed the intellect. It keeps me safe, but I don't thrive. But then I want to go towards the intuitive way, but that will probably help me thrive, and the magic will happen, and I will up level, and I will move towards high level of harmony. But it comes with so much uncertainty and unknown, right? That it creates a lot of disharmony. If you have experienced that, this is what I want you to know, that this is part of the journey. This is part of the journey, that as we are going to open up more and more to our intuition, you see, we are going to experience all these things that we are experiencing, because we are literally moving from one boat to another boat. You see, We are letting go of our hold and dependence on the linear mind or the third density mind and moving to the higher fourth density mind, and you're shifting, you see, and this shift is creating all this conflict and disharmony in the middle, and this is absolutely normal. Absolutely normal. Everyone is going through this. You're not alone. I am going through this, and this is not going to stay. This is going to end. You see, the thing is, intuition is about the guidance of your higher self. As I mentioned, it's seeing things from the top level view. It does not give you the entire picture because it is an ascended viewpoint, right? So in order to follow the intuition, it requires trust. It requires vulnerability. It requires openness. It requires the openness of experimentation. You see, I always say this, that your intuition is your divine guidance system. I have a program. A 4-week program, which is the Wizard Initiation program that I'm developing, which is all about teaching you how to connect with your divine guidance system. I teach all about this. And in the program, I always say this, that your divine guidance system is like a GPS. Your intuition is like a GPS, like an actual GPS in a car. Okay. So if your GPS is asking you to go this way, and if it's the best technological GPS on the world, and if your GPS asks you to go in a certain direction, the right or the left, make a turn, and if you don't listen to it because you think, I don't know how the GPS knows all that stuff, I don't know, what it's going to do, you don't listen to your GPS and you take the opposite turn. What? You see, it does not matter how good a GPS you have in your car, you still are going to, miss the entire benefit what the GPS was for, right? So in order to utilize the GPS, you need to have some amount of openness, vulnerability, and trust. You don't know how the GPS knows things because the satellite is seeing things from higher ups, so you don't know how the GPS is making those decisions, and you do not need to know. You just do you just need to have a little bit of trust, a little bit of openness and vulnerability to experiment with it, allow it time. So if you just you allow yourself the time to play with your GPS, allow yourself to experiment with your GPS, give yourself like a few hours to let the GPS do what it wants to do, make the GPS tell you where to go. It will show you that it works, and you will reach your destination much quicker. I always teach that. I teach all of that in my program, in my Wizard Initiation program. You see, I teach about how to connect with your divine guidance system, how to pay attention to your inner indicators, the 4 indicators of your inner GPS, all about that. But the essence is trusting your GPS. If you don't trust your GPS, it does not matter. You see, trust is what is required. You see, because it's seeing things on a higher level of things, bird's eye view of things, right? So you can't know and you don't need to know. But if you trust a little more, then it will show you that it works. That is the intuitive way. You see, and that is the shift that is happening right now, which is creating the conflict with the intellect. Now, having said that, I will also would like to say that as we are becoming more intuitive, as we are becoming more open to our higher guidance, our higher self, opening, connecting with our divine guidance system, it does not mean that we are just rejecting the intellect. We are just letting go and throwing the linear mind, the intellect, the causal mind out of our system. No, that is not what we are doing. It's a harmonious up-leveling and integration of these two powers. Okay, the intellect is very much like your car in the ground. You need to see where to go, the day-to-day interactions and everything. The intellect will take care of it. It's the ground level of things. That is the intellect. Okay, but the satellite is your higher mind. That is the intuitive, the higher dimensional intelligence. That is your intuitive mind. And in the harmony of the driver who is sitting in the car making decisions and what he's seeing and observing and all of that, and the ground level decision making and the top level decision making, in the harmony of this two, you are the most powerful. You see, and that is what is happening. Previously, we were just, driving our cars on the road. Now we have access to the GPS. We are becoming much more effective and powerful and relaxed in having all that is having. We are up leveling. You see, that is what is going on. And this marriage of intellect and intuition is going to happen more and more and more, which is going to be the new you, the new version, the up level you that is happening as you're, you know, moving up in higher stages of consciousness. You see? So don't freak out. All the conflict and all the challenges that are happening is part of the journey. It's part of the integration process. Soon your intellect and intuition will be harmoniously connected, and you will feel the blessing of all that is happening right now. Okay, so if you are somebody who wants to connect with his or her inner GPS, your inner guidance system, then this weekend I'm hosting a free 90 minutes masterclass, which is going to be all about that. I'm going to teach you about the divine guidance system. I'm going to share with you how to connect with your divine guidance system within the masterclass. And I'm going to teach you the 2 minutes simple practice, which is the inner audit method, which will help you connect with your divine guidance system. It will help you ascend to higher stages of consciousness, the fourth density stages of consciousness, which will unlock all the abundance in your life and accelerate your spiritual growth journey. I'm going to share all about that in the masterclass. So if you want to join the masterclass, sign up by visiting the link in the description of my video. The masterclass sessions I'm doing almost every weekend now. So if you're watching this video at a later date, probably the masterclass is still happening. So sign up. Link is in the description. Find out the exact date and time and sign up for my masterclass. In my masterclass, I am going to introduce my 4-week wizard initiation program, where I teach about the divine guidance system in total. The entire system I teach in the 4 weeks, all the instructions about how to pay attention to the signal of your inner guidance system so that you can align with your highest timeline, your life purpose timeline. I teach in the program. In the masterclass, I'm going to share about the program, and you are going to get a special discount on the program because the program is still in development mode, right? So you don't want to miss out that discount opportunity. In the masterclass, you're going to get to ask me questions directly, and I'm going to get to answer your questions directly. It's going to be amazing, right? So sign up, link is in the description. And if you are enjoying this video, in my channel, I share all about spiritual awakening journey. If you have not subscribed, do subscribe, because in my channel, I share all about how to navigate through your spiritual awakening journey harmoniously so that you can ascend to the most magical stage of consciousness, wizard consciousness. I share all about that. And if you want to embark on your journey, then do watch some of the videos in the card section here in the top. Just click it and you'll find my most valuable videos, the most important videos on ascending to your wizard consciousness there, and begin your journey there. So give a like to this video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Have fun. Bye-bye.